One of the reasons that close quarters handgun is a discipline that I pay the most attention to is because the defensive weapon that I carry is always the Glock 19. It's not my rifle, it's not my shotgun, it's not my GS-17, it's this weapon right here. This is the one that's always on me. The GS-17 is very, very close, and typically it's on me in a backpack, but off-body carry is not as fast as a weapon that's holstered right on you. And off-body carry, from my estimation, is even a backpack, something that's on your back. It's just not as fast as being able to just do that right there. So I pay very close attention to close quarters handgun. Close quarters handgun, it needs to be understood that gunfights occur in the distance that you and I are standing from one another. It's basically if I stick my hand out and you stick your hand out and our fingers meet, we're talking about 5 to 6 feet between us. That's how fast, known as the bad breath range. So I pay very close attention to this discipline. Whenever possible, I like to work around barriers. I like to get vehicles involved. When you come out to train with me, we're going to get you involved around your own vehicle. We're not going to be doing anything crazy, but I want you to understand what it is to be standing near a vehicle and fire around the back side of the vehicle, fire around the front side of the vehicle. Nothing crazy, guys. No flips and rolls and none of that. But to understand what it is to work around the parameters of your own vehicle. And when you're doing close quarters handgun, it's imperative that it be understood that once the gun comes up and you go from the challenge position here, where the muzzle is pointed down, I have not pointed a firearm at this guy. This is a legal thing. I have not pointed a firearm at this guy. I have let him know that the actions that he's taking and he's continuing to approach are a legal issue. And he continues to come. From here, once I go from here to here, that's it. This is deadly force now. So if I'm here, I'm committed to take the shot. Close quarters handgun for me is something that I'm very careful in how I share things with people, because they have to understand that once you commit to this level, someone's about to lose their life. The reason you're here is because you are fearing for your life, which means you are now being forced to potentially have to take this person's life. So it's not taken in a flippant manner, and it's paid very close attention to. When you shoot, what I train people is it isn't 1, 2, and done. It's actually follow that guy to the ground, follow him all the way to the ground. I've given him, I forget what that was, 4 or 5 shots. 4 or 5 shots in this area right here, which is where I hit him, is a bad place to get hit. 1 or 2 shots here is an absolutely horrendous life-ending, potentially life-ending hit to try to absorb. Close quarters handgun is one of those classes that you really want to consider doing if you carry a gun for self-defense on a regular basis. It is what I would consider to be an intermediate to advanced class. So if you aren't up to speed or think you're not up to speed, take CCW now what, because I'm going to cover a lot of the things that have to be covered. This class, you tend to hit the ground running. I will cover some of the basics, again, just to make sure that everyone remembers how to safely maneuver their firearm, and then we jump into the drills. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of working with barriers, vehicles, steel up close, different time drills, skill drills, some injured shooter, some basic injured shooter stuff, so you understand how to cross-link, I guess, would be a way to put it. Cross-link your brain to get it to do other things that you may not have been thinking about doing. But this is a class that that is a conglomeration of darn near every single pistol class I've ever had, and man, I've had a lot. Guys, my goal is to help you realize your potential.